Uranium friends, let's check in on the space, especially after this whole Deepseek thing. So I see a lot of people on Twitter saying that the Deepseek is what's destroyed the uranium sector. So when you don't know, just look at a chart for God's sakes. Just even if you get the basic feel for it, right? So we're starting off with URA. So even before Deepseek, which was this day, right? Yesterday. So I'm just going to do some quick breeze over weekly charts. URA, well before this DeepSeek thing, was in a weekly downtrend. Well, what does that mean? Here's your high, here's your lower, here's your lower high, lower low. So this thing actually went into a weekly downtrend and confirmed it with follow through in the middle of December. So as much as everybody's sitting there saying, oh, we got to blame it on that, everybody's stupid, you're all stupid. No, it's been in a weekly downtrend. It's just that simple. Okay, so this was a little bit of a catalyst for a sell off. Big deal, right? End of the day, it's still holding this level. You'll see that on as we go a little deeper into these big board names, and that's all I'm doing today is the big board names. You'll see that there's a little bit more to be concerned about just in this weekly view. So URA was already in a weekly downtrend and confirmed that in the middle of December. Okay, so the DeepSeek thing really has nothing to do with the performance of the uranium sector, at least as far as URA is concerned. So let's look at URNM. URNM, weekly downtrend confirmed, same week, actually a week before, right? Weekly downtrend confirmed in the week of December 9th. Okay. So again, this whole DeepSeek thing, and if everybody thinks that it's what caused uranium to sell off, you are wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Uranium has been selling off. It's been grinding down for a long time. Okay, this is a weekly downtrend confirmed almost 2 months ago. Okay, it's just that simple. So, and now what we have is maybe some more follow through, but we're starting to see some buyers step in here, right? You got these lower wicks. So, DeepSeek is not what happened to this sector. Don't believe the people. I almost said morons. I'm not going to call them morons. Don't believe the people that say DeepSeek is what's getting the sector all messed up. It's not. Okay, that is not the case. Okay, it's been going down for a while. URNJ confirmed weekly downtrend with follow through the week of December 9th. It's just that simple. Weak bounce doesn't get anywhere. Okay, starting to think about holding this level here. Okay, CCJ, let's see what that looks like on the weekly chart. Where is it? There we go. CCJ, weekly downtrend. Actually, this one got hit a little bit better. DeepSeek got this one pretty good, right? Um, high, low, lower high. Lower high formed and confirmed uh, the last week in January, right? So this is the lower high confirmed and has some follow through. Not a lot yet, so we have to see how it plays. You look at the daily chart on CCJ and you say, all right, well, it's a lower low, but there's no follow through yet. So it's going to take some time here, I think, on CCJ. But regardless, weekly downtrend confirmed well before DeepSeek, whatever freaking Chinese thing is. All right. Denison, same deal, right? Confirmed its weekly downtrend. Well, this one held a bit, so a little bit different. You could say that Denison was holding up a little bit better. It got smacked, right? But weekly lower high. What was to be expected off of this bounce? Anybody knows basic technical analysis would know that, right? But sometimes everyone's brainwashed to think that you can't do technical analysis in the space. That's fine. So this is a high, this is a low, this is a lower high, this is a higher low, this is a lower high. That's an equilibrium that broke bare with no follow through, right? So that's what's going on with Denison too. So this stuff, the structure, the trends of the space, we're going down well before DeepSeek. Okay, Encore. Yes, Encore. Let's take a look here at Encore. Same deal, right? Weekly downtrend confirmed with follow through early December, right? So now it's just chopping and building an equilibrium here. Really good base of support here, right? So this is all low risk stuff. You lose three, you lose these areas here. It's big problem for Encore, but that's the deal, all right? So you're going to see the same thing with all these other names. Let me just get to UEC. This is the miners, right? So UEC stronger in general, better name, right? Yeah, for whatever reason. So high, low, lower high, double bottom. Breaks a little bit out of the EQ bullish, no follow through. Still holding up. UEC is holding up well. So if you're starting to look for strength, the strength is in UEC in the sector. So um, take it as you will. Okay. But again, DeepSeek was not the cause of the uranium sell off. Uranium has been selling off since May, really. Probably even more if we look at U.UN, which we will in a minute. Same deal, right? Weekly downtrend. This one is a downtrend, but it's starting to form a base. If anyone knows, I post when it comes down here, it's an auto buy for me, regardless of that. So URG, you know, high, low, lower high, lower low, no follow through, double top, double bottom, equilibrium on the weekly. UROI, I mean, this thing's been in a downtrend for quite some time, right? So, you get this bounce and it's a big bounce, right? It's a great bounce. There's no trend change on this bounce. Comes back to form a higher low, which it has done. All right. So this becomes, for UROI, 206 is a pretty important level, right? So then it goes up. UROI is in a weekly uptrend at the moment. Okay. Low, high, higher, low. This is pretty dinky. There's not pivots here. Higher, high. So there will be technical analysts who will consider that all one move. But regardless of that, UROI is actually looking a little bit better in this short time frame. The weekly on energy fuels, right? So again, this thing has been going down since early December. DeepSeek is not the reason that this thing took a dump or whatever. It's been going down. It's been supremely weak. It's just the nature of this name, right? So, but it's starting to find footing, just like everything else, right? So you just don't want to start to see these key levels hold. Um, that's the deal. Let's just take a look at U.UN because this thing is wonky as all hell. Same deal, right? So U.UN has been in a weekly downtrend since all these great, awesome insider, they know everything, have been calling the top $100 floor or whatever. They've been calling the $100 floor. Well, you know what? U.UN is in a weekly downtrend. There's nothing saying that it's not. It's following through, right? So I just want to look at the monthly. Yeah. So the monthly, not only this is a key level, and I posted this on Twitter the other day. So this is a key major support that just broke. Look at all the support that it had since summer of last year, really, July. Support, 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 support. This is all support. It just broke, and it's starting to do a little bit of following through on that. So, U.UN has been extremely weak for a year. Okay, this is a year's worth of weakness on this name. Anybody who thinks that it was DeepSeek that caused the problem in the sector, they are dead wrong. And I would suggest to you to stop listening to them because they don't know what they're talking about. All right, so let's look at some of the builders. All right, let's look at nukes. It's a fairly young fund. This is fine, right? This is great weekly action, 12 EMA, 50 DMA rider, as I've talked about for years in my videos on how I identify out something's keeping trend. It's keeping trend. So there is no downtrend here. It is in an uptrend. So, and that stays in an uptrend until 40 bucks is broken. Um, NNE, same deal, right? So this is pretty fantastic action. So this is your weekly high or low right now, formed, and that's the higher high, and it broke with follow through. So, as long as 1921 holds, this name is great. It's fine. Same deal though, right? Disregarding the wicks, 12 EMA, weekly 12 EMA, 50-day moving average ride, holding it like a beast, right? So first red flag that comes out on this name is that you lose that trend. That will be the first red flag. LTBR is looking interesting. I think this chart has changed for the life of the stock. I think there's a change here, right? So it's nothing overly crazy, but this is a good move. We'll see. It's the value area is starting to expand a bit. We'll leave it as it is for now with LTBR. This is a wonky stock to play. So because there's just no look at this, it's just a straight move down on this weekly from this top, right? This is a straight move. Well, you do have some pivots here. So LTBR is still in a weekly. It's in a weekly uptrend. I mean, you could say it's in a week. It's going to show better on a monthly. All right. So you've got. It has not confirmed a monthly uptrend yet. So, I mean, I guess it technically did from this month, from June of 2024. That would be your low. This would be your high. This would be your higher low by pennies, double bottom, and then a higher high. So, it's technically in a monthly uptrend. And this is technically, no question, the monthly high or low being set at 437. So it becomes a key level for the longer term structure of this chart. LTBR is, you have to look at this name and say there's been a bit of a structural change and there's a fundamental change, right? So, especially with their MOU with OKLO, we'll see how it plays out, but the key level 437 is really all that we need to hold. LEU centrist is it's an EQ, right? High, low, lower, high. Yeah, it's just kind of holding this base right now. So 64 is kind of a big one. Good little move here. So it's back to getting a little bit of a weekly uptrend. So, again, these people that just don't understand how to just look at a chart just can sit there and say, oh, everything dumped because of Deepseek. No, it's not the case. That is not the case at all. It's the sector's been weak for a long time, and it's proven in the charts. So I would suggest don't listen to those guys. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Same deal with BWXT. This was a great little relief move. Sets the weekly lower high now at 129. What is it? 84, whatever it is. What is it? 129.51. So really, what we want for BWXT is to hold this base, which is 110 bucks. And there was some call buying going on in here. I did point it out, and some of us took advantage. I would say that those call buyers probably have bagged a little bit. They're out. So could be that, right? So good anchor name for any nuclear focused portfolio with their Navy contracts. I mean, this is a stock that only goes up, right? So all these dips are, in my opinion, opportunity, especially into the 200-day moving average, which is with all and this anchored VWAP and the weekly 50 EMA. You got a lot going on here, so you really don't want to lose 100 on this name. That's good. I looked at NNE. Did I look at SMR? I don't know if I did. We'll do it real quick. I probably didn't. Always love this. I think you all know what that is, right? So let's kill this wedge because it's not in our world anymore. So same deal with SMR, right? So this is, early pattern recognition. People are going to say, all right, we got the potential of a weekly cup and handle going on here. But it's the same deal, right? High, low, lower high is set, right? So now we got to make sure that this base holds. So you get these key levels. You get these key levels that you want. Okay, so the range is tightening up a little bit here. All right, these are your numbers: 1722 and 2966. That's what those are the key numbers right now. So SMR is, there's volatility there. But again, um, this has been fine, and even with this news the other day, it's meaningless to this name as far as the chart's concerned, right? So it's doing fine. OKLO, OKLO. Um, you all been following me, I would assume, on my trades and my positioning here and how I called out this target to the T. It's fine, right? So OKLO is absolutely fine. Here's your value area. You want this to hold. In the long term, you want this value area to hold, this 18 bucks to hold. But continuing on with its weekly uptrend with follow through, right? So that doesn't get lost. We don't lose this uptrend until 2150 breaks down. There's your number. All right. So in general, the uranium mining space is a complete and absolute disaster. All right. It's that way because spot prices not doing well at all. Okay. Despite what all these talking heads talk about, um, they don't know what they're talking about. They're trying to sell subscriptions and they're trying to keep you in the trade, which is fine. There's people that are long-term holders. There's one guy that's saying he's been holding for 13 years. Say the guy's probably still underwater. But regardless of that, um, this thing is just going down. Okay, it's still there's no relief in sight whatsoever. There's no relief. It's getting worse. It keeps following through. The good thing is on the weekly here that it's coming into historical RSI levels where it usually bounces. It usually bounces here. So we'll see. There's a new ETF coming out tomorrow, stock symbol UX, that is going to be tracking on physical using swaps and whatnot. So maybe that brings a little life into the sector. It may help because it's going to be on a higher exchange. So there could be buying involved there. You have to see what the mechanism is. Is it going to be like, is there going to be a redemption mechanism with it? We have to find out. Read the prospectus or whatever. So, but that's the deal. I mean, this is, we don't 68. It's got to hold. Otherwise, I'll see you down in the 57 area, 58 area. All right. I mean, that's the deal. Maybe 63. Maybe it holds 63. I mean, technically, this is still just a back test of the breakout area. Well, it's getting through it, right? So it could be back testing this breakout area, but it lost its trend. It lost its ride. And now you've got your moving averages curling down. It's not a good look, regardless of what anybody says. These silly CEO interviewers and these subscription sellers, they're wrong right now. For now, you know, you can. Anybody who says you can't do technical, if you can't see what's going on here, if you can't, I know you can feel it. If you can't see what's going on here, that's on you. Strip yourself of the emotions and start learning how to read a chart and understand the price action. All right, because it's going down. It's continuing to go down. It's been going down for a year, right when every single supposedly smart person said this was the new floor. Over and out.